How's everybody doing today? It's Memorial Day up here in Maine. And, yeah, don't forget to think of all the people there that gave their lives for what we got today. We could have some other ruler over us, you know, it's a lot worse. Anyway, this is our little peach orchard down here. And as you can see, the flowers, they got fertilized, most of them. Some of them I don't know. But looks like it's going to be a halfway decent crop of peaches this year. This is our, what the heck kind of a tree is this? This is a red haven. These two are red havens. And the next two, I don't remember what they were. But anyway, yeah, so they're looking pretty good. Only got about 2 weeks worth of growth on them since they blossomed. And they're looking pretty good. These here are the other ones. I don't know, I don't remember what species these were as far as their breed. But they, a little smaller, but they're quite a few of them set fruit. So yeah, that's going to be a good thing, you know. They're coming to it. I mean, almost big as the end of your finger. Like I say, they was only on there for a couple of weeks. And this here, these trees all came from Fedco, which is a Maine company. And they gave me this little, this is like the poorest. It is going to produce fruit this year, but you talk about a poor specimen. That one there, it was small when we planted it, and it's never done good. You know, I don't expect much out of it, but it's the same age as the other ones, so you can tell it's not very healthy. These are plum trees. This one never flowered this year. Don't know why. Maybe it flowers every other year, I'm not sure. It's it's still got the tag on it. The deer bite the tags off. Yeah. This says Pembina plum. Don't know much about it, but so far, nothing. This one here is an American plum. Supposed to be the pollinator. And it's growing good, but it hasn't had any flowers on it since we planted it. So this one here has been blooming like crazy every year. And this is a black ice. And it looks like this year it may have actually set some fruit on it. We'll find out. There's no pollinator here, but I went over to my friend's house and he's got some of those plums that will pollinate, cross-pollinate onto other stuff. And I cut the branches off, about a half a dozen of them. Came over here when that was in full bloom and set the branches of his that were in full bloom right in with it. Of course, they were only good for a few hours because the lack of moisture, you know. But I think it did the trick. I think enough of those. We had no honeybees at all, but we had, I guess you call them an orchard bee. They're just a little tiny bee, about an 1/8 diameter. I think they're the ones that bore into wood. Starting to rain again. And anyway, so a little update on these H's. I have an H coming this way that supposedly runs like a top, supposedly has good rims, and the transmission is blown. Transmission transfer, you know, for the rear end. And anyway, but it all runs. And it was running and driving till the rear end went to hell. So anyway, that's supposed to be coming within a week or two. So that'll be kind of neat. I'll have enough stuff to put a tractor together. And the price wasn't too bad. A little hot trading and a little cash. Yeah, it's coming right in, gonna rain now. But anyway, at least it won't be staining the logs any deeper. I'm gonna be in the shop here today, just cleaning. But I thought I'd show you those peaches. I hadn't gone down since they flowered to see how good they were doing. Pretty happy with that. Any of you people out there that watch YouTube that have never watched the Larson's farm, young couple there, from what I understand, he just lost his wife. I haven't actually seen the official notification, but I believe that's what happened. I know she was fighting cancer. Anyway, you might want to go there and leave him a little note of prayer or something. Kind of too bad, the whole thing. And I'd say that probably they're about the same age, or he is, as what Carol was when she lost her husband, you know. Young couple. Anyway, I'm going to do some cleaning here, and I'll figure out what I want to do. I ain't really got there yet. But it's dry in here. I'll be back in a little bit. Well, I'm down here in the shop here doing a job for a paying customer. Got to bore these out. These go on a bandsaw mill, and they're basically the log dogs, or I shouldn't say dogs. They're the backrest, what we call, you know, the knee of a set works, but a little different on a band mill. And this here helps you roll the log. Kind of a neat setup, but he bought these and they had the wrong size holes, so we're enlarging them. Pretty straightforward and simple. I don't have my magnetic stand right handy, but we're gonna see if we can't get a little something done here on the camera. Pretty straightforward. You gotta end up at 3:30, and I know my mark there that I'm going to is on the 30, and then it'll be the same. They may not be right, but they'll be the same. So this old boring head's nothing fancy, so it, you know. But anyway, it's boring good. I'll bring you back here when we get done. I gotta bore all the way down through the tabs because they interfere a little bit. So I'll bring you back in a little bit. Well, we're just making our last pass. Oh, this should be our last pass. My calculations are right. I've got the cutter head there on the dial set on 30 again. So we'll see if the pipe will go down through it when we get done. And I think you can probably see right in beyond my finger. Maybe not, there might not be enough light. You can see there where that's got to come down through. Yeah, you can see a little bit of it, I guess. Kind of hard to see, but anyway, tool will come down through there in a little bit. Yeah. Raise that baby up. Yeah, come on, pretty good finish. Guess we got to unlock stuff here. We'll test this pipe on it here. We get it out here to the side. Yeah, I guess we'll vacuum this up first. Now let's see here what this pipe will do. Beautiful. That's all she needs to do. Yeah, that one's done. Quick little job. You can see there how it was interfering a little bit down below. Nothing we could do about it. The only thing we got to do now is do a little bit of filing here real quick. Just so that nobody gets tore up on that. See if I can file left-handed while I hold the camera. Not very good. I'm not one of those ambidextrous people there that can go either way, I'll tell you. I tend to be pretty heavy right-handed. This don't even have a sharp spot on it. I guess we won't worry about it. So yeah, came out pretty good. Hopefully that'll work for him. One job in the books. Well, we're out here at 7 o'clock in the morning. We're finishing up another log. This is a different one. Hopefully this one here turns out a little better. The outside shows a few more defects than the other log, but you know, I don't know. We'll see what it looks like when we actually take it apart. Yesterday I ran out of fuel about a foot from the end of the cut, but I was able to grab the lever and reverse it before the blade got stopped, so it wasn't bound up. But so anyway, I'm going to shut you off here after this cut, and I'll bring you back when I get her done. The other day we had quite a vibration on the arbor here, and after I got done that last log, I found I had a set screw loose. So I got rid of that. Anyway, this is the next day when I started this video. You know, sometimes I don't get a chance to get them done, so see you in a little bit. Well, this thing's been sawed, and we've got a thin one right here, which means the other end might break easy. It's actually thin enough, we'll throw it away. See if I can knock that loose with a hammer. Yeah. Yeah, it's only about 3/8 of an inch thick. But it came out good, you know. Put it over there in the burn pile. So, now. We can get about 3 of them off. They'll come off easy. going to be a beauty, other than one little section of knot. But yeah. I think there's actually going to be a little bit of shake on these, just like there was on that other one. I think that cracked it. Yeah, these are coming off nice. This is how they should come off. You know, that's a beautiful clapboard. No defects. You know, there's no shake in it. It's about 9/16 of an inch thick, which is about perfect. You know, that's about as good as you get right there. Saw marks don't matter because they're not bad. Anyway, looks like this one's going good. Yeah, this is how they're supposed to come off. Just give them a little bend. There we go. And then a little tap. Another clear. So, yeah, these are going to come off pretty good, I'd say. Yeah, these are going to break right out nice. Got a knot there on the core. Guess I had the camera too close, didn't I? But anyway, yeah, as you can see, no shake so far. Coming out real nice. There is some shake on this other end. I don't remember now where it was. Well, I guess it's up on the top. It's on that further side. I'll bring you back. I'm going to shut you off, and I'm going to bust off 60, 70 pieces, and if I find anything strange, I'll bring you back. I've had people ask me how come I don't take the second log. Well, I think this here is the second log, actually. It was free, so you take them. But the knots come out so far. Usually on the butt log, if it's grown in the woods, these limbs died when that tree was young enough, because it was going up through the canopy, that they usually shed off, like, you know, when the tree's 6 or 7 inches. This one here, you know, that tree was probably 16 inches by the time that knot finally broke off, or that limb. And anyway, once you get these knots in these clapboards, you know, that's junk. So I'm going to get a 4-foot piece there that's good. This here is no good. That whole piece there is scrap. Not a thing you can do about it. So it's kind of funny, you got some stain right there. Huh. That's been cut and the air had gotten to it for 24 hours and it's stained already. That's amazing. But anyway, yeah. So that's the reason that we don't try not to do that second log. It doesn't take much to ruin a clapboard when you're doing radially sawn, or rift sawn as it technically is known. But anyway, I'm going to keep on going. It's coming out fair. better than the last one. I've got some funky grain going on right here. Keeps breaking pieces out. And I have to keep frigging around here, you know, with a tool and break that off. Because if you don't get rid of that, when you bend the next one, it'll break it. So you have to keep cleaning it. And eventually you'll get out of that bad grain. Which it might be another 2 or 3 clapboards. It might be 10. You don't know. But you just keep on puttering away. So you can see how that grain was really kind of funky here. But that log did have a crook in it. So anyway, I'll bring you back. Well, that's another 80 boards put on the pile. This is one of them that's not good, but for the most part, most of them are good. I got a bunch like this here. Those are on here just for the filler, just so that when I start the next course on the next log, it'll be level. They're not much good. I'll make tomato steaks out of them and do away with them that way. These here are just shot pieces that broke. Probably would have gotten about 85 pieces if I hadn't had to throw any away. But anyway, yeah, so there's about 230 or 40 clapboards here. Not bad. About probably 60% of them are good. So it's not too bad. About average. So anyway, hope you enjoyed. Hit the like button if you did. Don't hesitate to subscribe. We'll talk to you later.